At its core, Overwatch's gameplay cycle is designed to be addictive, yet it's very easy to get fatigued when playing it. It's designed to be addictive in a way where it's repetitive, just like a mobile game. The only problem is that in a game with such a big roster where only a select few heroes are played because it's the meta, it gets boring very fast, especially if you're a tank. Thank you for playing tank when nobody else would. It's absolutely miserable and you deserve the absolute world. In this video, I'm gonna tell you how to overcome fatigue. Overwatch is meant to be fun, not feel like a chore to play, and I'm gonna tell you the best ways to make Overwatch fun for yourself again. I'll get into it in a second, but first I'm gonna ask you to subscribe and leave a like on this video, as I want to continue making Overwatch 2 related content that's not only entertaining, but educational too. The first method is to switch between the different roles, keeping the game feeling fresher. Each role has a different playstyle, and each hero in each role has a different playstyle. Ana and Doomfist are nothing alike, and that variation between playstyles is exactly what you need sometimes to make the game fun. You'll get worn out if you're just constantly playing the same thing over and over again. Yes, that's how you get better at the role, but know your limits and make sure to have a detox game in between your games on your main role. If you don't feel like playing a different role, then just play a different hero that you don't often find yourself playing. I, for example, didn't really used to play Bull because I thought there was a really high skill ceiling, but once I properly understood his abilities, I started playing him more and having a lot more fun because he feels great to play. The second and personally my favourite method is to try out the arcade and workshop modes. These modes are meant to be fun and silly, taking the focus away from the core gameplay style and adding what if clauses. For example, No Limits lets you play around with teams of multiple of the same hero, meaning you could run a Winston 5 stack and just goof around. In the workshop, you've got pretty much anything and everything. Servers to just hang out and vibe in, different parkour modes utilizing movement tech, which is actually really fun and surprisingly somewhat helpful. I now understand how Mercy's jump works, even though I'm not going to play her, but it's good to know. There's even a piano mode for all of you who just want to play piano. You can play piano in Overwatch. The community is so creative, it's great. The third and final method is to play Mystery Heroes because it's never the same game. Mystery Heroes is a bunch of fun because you get to play every role and it pushes you to try out heroes that you usually wouldn't play. Your hero changes on death, meaning if you start the game on Torbjorn, for example, and die, you could come back as literally any other hero in the game, unless you die to something that doesn't class as someone getting you, like jumping off the map or blowing yourself up. It can be super chaotic sometimes. You'll get into a match and find you have 2 Pharahs, 2 Lucios, and a Wrecking Ball, but it will be the most fun you've had in a while because it's just insane. It's probably one of the wackiest game modes that makes playing Overwatch enjoyable. It's the same core mechanics, but it's just so out there. But that's about it for this video. Now, remember, Overwatch is so much more than just quick play and competitive. There's a lot of variety and people tend to forget that. So make sure that if you're feeling fatigued from QP and comp, hop into arcade or workshop and just have a few silly games. In the words of white mums all over the world, let's now do a silly one. Anyways, thanks for watching. Once again, I'm going to ask you to like this video as it lets me know that you find these videos not only to be helpful, but entertaining. Hopefully this will get you out of the slump and encourage you to play more Overwatch, even if it is just to mess around. Finally, have a nice day or night if you're watching this at night, and make sure to check out my other videos. Not only will I appreciate it, but you might too.